today's video, I'm going to explain the content system that I'm going to try for my personal brand. Why should you listen to me? So I've been creating content for 2 years. So these were in the forms of videos, articles and blogs, and now reels on Instagram. And I've been consuming other marketers' stuff to help me along my journey. So the original content system that I used was creating an article which gets turned into a YouTube script, which then gets recorded, edited, and then that video gets edited into more reels. So you can sort of see it's like a top-down funnel. So what is the new content system that I'm going to use? I take inspiration from this article that I read from Gary Vee. He explains like his brand's marketing strategy, which includes recording at least one long per week, whether it's a Q&A or a vlog. Then that gets edited from the best moments to turn into shorts that gets redistributed into other social media channels. And this is the content marketing strategy that actually most of your favorite YouTubers use. So why am I going to test this system? My original system took a lot of time, especially with the scripting and writing stuff out. This new system that I'm going to try out is going to save me a lot of time. I'm going to get more bang for my buck by doing longs that helps create a deeper connection with my niche brand, but then creating more awareness by doing shorts from those longs. So how am I going to implement this system? So this video is sort of like the self-explanation of how I'm going to implement this strategy. And if you're a small business, you can follow along with this strategy as well. So going from this jump of creating articles that gets turned into YouTube scripts, which gets recorded, that gets edited and then turned into shorts, that's context because I have been writing a lot. And if you're someone who's creating content brand new, I still recommend that you start out with scripting like your whole videos or shorts. Now you might be asking why. To explain this, I'm going to use a quote from one of my favorite authors, Jordan Peterson. And he has a quote about how if you want to learn how to speak, learn how to write. If you want to learn how to write, learn how to read. Now to break this down, I've had people come in my life and ask like, where do you get these ideas? Where do you get inspiration for all this content creation? It comes down to 3 things: reading a lot, watching a lot of podcasts, and watching a lot of videos. And particularly from smarter people. The reason why you want to consume content from smarter people to help you write is so you know what good writing looks like and what articulate thoughts look like. Part of my training of going, reading, consuming a lot of content is also writing out scripts, doing the blogs, doing the articles, organizing my ideas and learning how I can communicate it to my audience. Because I've been so focused on my writing, I probably have a good base to go now onto bullet points and start to speak without a full script. Because before I would use a full script to do any of my videos because it was sort of my safety net and my fallback for not repeating myself. Because a year ago I did direct to upload. So what's direct to upload? It's when you turn on the camera, say your spiel, unedited and straight to your social media platforms. Now this is quite lazy and quite unarticulate because you'll be saying a lot of stuff, a lot of filler words, a lot of silences, which doesn't value your audience's time. And hence why I do a script and edit my videos. So to go back to the original idea of how to implement this strategy, if I had to do it in 3 steps, step 0 is actually learn how to write. That gives yourself a good base to learn how to articulate your thoughts and organize your ideas for when you're doing your bullet points. But if you're struck for time, just go straight into bullet points. If you don't have the time to make blogs, make articles, or write essays. Step 1, I probably alluded to, bullet points. Rather than doing like a 1,000-word essay and then having to continually refine and edit, I can go with a 200-word bullet points and structure the video and where I want to take the presentation. Then there's this idea with the bullet points that Alex Hormozi has. And if you don't know who Alex Hormozi is, he's like this entrepreneur, sales and marketing guy who helps scales businesses doing $5 million in revenue to beyond. He has this new saying that he's doing, the new content marketing strategy he's doing, and it's about a gram of prep is a pound and punch. The videos that do well for him, if you want to learn from someone who's much more advanced, the videos that have more preparation done do better. If you just do some prep just before you record a video or create any content, you actually have a direction and a structure with how you create your content. That means you value your audience's time, but actually preparing and knowing the stuff that you're going to talk about is actually valuable. So after doing the bullet points, I'm going to lead to step 2, which is practice, practice, practice. Even now, before I did this video, I did like a raw run of like doing this presentation from the bullet points that I've done up on my screen. And like any skill, presenting in front of the camera, it's a learnable skill. Like particularly with my time learning Japanese, learning piano and learning cello, I understand the fact that if you want to get good at something, especially a skill that saves you a lot of time, like being able to present with just bullet points, it takes time and dedication. An individual who doesn't have to see the end results of his labor, but enjoys the process of getting better at something. Now, step 3 is a carryover from my old content system, is edit. Editing shows you respect your viewers' time, particularly with longs, again, to take out the fillers, take out the silences, any words that doesn't add any value to the video. Particularly with editing as well, because you can turn the longs into shorts, you get to find the best moments in the video to then redistribute to your social media platforms. So to recap the new content marketing system that I'm going to try out, start with longs, just redistribute them into shorts. Why? I get more bang for my buck for my time by not so much focusing on the writing, but focusing more on the delivery and the presentation and editing. And again, the 3 steps. Step 0, start with writing, but if you don't have time, step 1, start with bullet points, know how to structure the video that you want to present in terms of longs. Step 2, practice learning how to speak and present in front of the camera. Step 3, edit the long, cut out any filler or silences, value your audience's time, and then also redistribute it by editing into shorts. You get the best of both worlds. You can create a deeper connection through long formatted videos, whereas you can still drive awareness with shorts. So that's the current content system that I'm planning to implement for the upcoming weeks.